Guys, my name is Elizabeth and I'm 20 years old and I'm gothic. I first started being gothic when I was 13 and a half years old. That's when I started out being goth. I was considered what you would call a baby bat. And I've been that way for about 7.5 years. A lot of people think it's a phase, and you have parents and grandparents and people who think, it's because you're goth that you're worshiping Satan, or it's a phase, or you do witchcraft or whatever, or voodoo, whatever. And it's not necessarily true. And then, you have people who think, because you're goth that you go around biting people, because they think that a lot of goths think they're vampires. There's people out there who try to get their teeth to look like vampire teeth and do go around biting people, but not all goths are like that, really. And there's really goths of different religions and different types of goths, really. There's I have people, a lot of goth people probably get people who ask them, are you emo like I have? And I'm like, no, I'm not really emo. It's not really who I am. I'm gothic, and I have to get into explanation, and they're like, oh, okay, I see. Because yeah, emo and goths dress in dark clothing, but they don't dress the same. Their style is totally different from goth. And emo hasn't really been around as long as goth has. So, a lot of people get that mixed up because they don't know that. And I do like a lot of I do like vampire stuff, but I'm not as obsessed with it as I used to be. And for those of you out there, Twilight is not really, they're not real vampires. I wouldn't consider them real vampires, because no vampire that I've seen or read or even heard of has sparkle, except in Twilight. A lot of them burn in sunlight or something. I can't stand something like that. And I have read a little bit of Edgar Allan Poe. He's pretty good. He's a gothic poet. And I like to read vampire books and watch vampire movies. My favorite, I wouldn't necessarily say favorite, but right now it's my favorite, would be the Vladimir Todd series. It's about this boy who's half vampire, half human. And his mother was killed, and his father was supposedly killed. But they never found a trace of his body. But the mother's was burned to a crisp when he was little. But I also like the vampire movie Queen of the Damned. It's a pretty good movie. And I like the Underworld movies, of course. I like to do a lot of drawing. The drawing that I really do most of is like Japanese animation. And there's a lot of people out there. There's goth people out there who do like Japanese animation, and it's pretty amazing. They do have goth anime and horror anime, anything like that. Sorry, I was talking to somebody real quick. I do write dark poetry a little bit. I listen to a lot of rock music, goth music. I don't really care for that rap music, really, or R&B music, but truthfully, I do like Eminem, even though, some people don't consider him to be rap. I do like him though. I do like to dress a lot in the dark clothing. I like to wear a lot of black, and on the side I wear a little bit of I do like blood red and a very, very, very dark purple and dark green, but I only wear dark green sometimes. I like a lot of the Victorian dress styles, or you know, Japanese street fashion, rock fashions, like the rock clothing and the Lolita outfits, which are very similar to the Victorian, the Goth Victorian dresses, if not Victorian, Goth Victorian. And I do like to read. I do have you know, you don't have to have piercings to be goth or anything either, but I do have like a lot of piercings and 2 lip piercings. They're not in my lip right now, but I have those, and I'm hoping to get a tattoo on my back soon, because I don't have any tattoos. I want to have either one with like a Grim Reaper or like a black wings on my back. You have a lot of people out there who think that, you know, Marilyn Manson's goth, but technically he's not really goth, because, you know, he just dresses the way he does to express himself. But I'm not saying his music's not good. Some of his music's really good. He's really good at some of the music he does. And you have people who think Emily's goth, but I'm not sure if she's goth or anything. But you know, her style is goth, some of her style, and I like the way she dresses herself. You know, the goth style. You know, I heard I watched a video where she was talking about you know, it was hard for her to find some you know, stage clothes, you know, the clothes she wears. So what she does is she makes her clothes, most of her clothing, and it's really amazing how she does it. I do like to wear a lot of these spike necklaces. You know, my mom used to say, you know, are you trying to be a dog? You know, why don't I get a leash and carry you around? I'm like, you know, that's not what it's for. And then there's this time, you know, I had this necklace that had a skull on it, and it had a pentagram, like an upside down star. And I liked it because, you know, how it was made, you know, not just the star, I mean, but like the skull that was surrounding it. And my mom was like, do you even know what that means? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not wearing it because of that. Because she's like, you shouldn't wear something like that because, you know, of course, the upside down star, people consider that, you know, it's, she thinks that it's Satanism, has to do with like Satanism in a way, but you know, it's really more of a pagan symbol. Let's see. A lot of times, you know, I don't really feel comfortable going outside of my house, except when I'm working. I have to. I have no choice. I don't like leaving the house without wearing my black clothing or the clothing I wear for my the style I wear, because it makes me feel very uncomfortable if I wear anything other than that. And usually if I can't wear it, I usually just like to just stay home or something. You know, I like kids, and You know, I have a lot of people stare at me when I go out in public and I'm dressed like this. And, you know, it doesn't really bother me. And, you know, I get a lot of them with their kids, you know, like little babies, of course. They tend to smile at me and wave at me. And the parents are like, you know, gesturing them, not, you know, telling them in a way, like, not to wave at me or smile at me. Because they think I look creepy or weird. But, you know, I also get a lot of compliments on my style. Sorry, I'm messing with my hair. It's something I do. By the way, this is my first video. And back in first, when I became goth, when I was in middle school, I was in 7th grade at 13 and a half years old. Yeah, because I was held back in kindergarten as a kid, of course. And I didn't have very many friends from elementary school all the way to 7th grade. I made my first 2 actual friends, which I'm still friends with one of them. She was into some of the stuff I was into. Still is. Her name's Mary. So, I only had 2 friends when I was in 7th grade, and then once I started going from 8th grade into high school, I started developing more friends, and I was more with the weird crowd. And a lot of them were into like animation or goth stuff, or just weird friends. They were the people that, you know, all the jocks and preps or something, or those people didn't want to hang out with, you know. But most of us were never afraid to go up to those people and, you know, talk with them, even though some of them wouldn't give us the time of day. I wasn't one of those people that would, though. I was always the person that was like, I don't think I want to go up to them, you know, because I used to be really shy. I was really shy when I was little, but I started getting over it little by little. Once I entered high school, I was still pretty shy in 9th grade, and then once 10th grade came around, I started getting out of my shell a little. You know, I used to have people, you know, I guess, bully me because I was different, and, you know, talk crap to me and stuff and make me feel worthless, whatever. But, you know, it didn't bother me much, only a little bit. But once I started getting in my 10th grade year, I started, you know, saying stuff back to them, you know, and trying to explain why I'm like this. I do get a lot of people ask me why I'm goth, but, you know, a lot of times it's hard for me to answer. But, you know, there's a lot of different reasons why I'm goth, really. So, if you have any questions on my, of course, on my first video, I'll be able to answer, of, you know, why I'm goth, or about goth, you know. Goth has been around way before emo. So I hope to have a new video up soon. And thank you for your time.